back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
You have made it 100 miles to freedom. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
Ayrton.
Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to be jumping on today. So, just a little quick update before we get in, but let me tell you exactly what we're doing. So, I'm going to be going over a tutorial on how to set up your YouTube podcast. If you have not heard about this, YouTube is, they are trying to corner the market, as they say, right? YouTube podcasts, and it's absolutely one of the strongest and best things I think anyone who is doing any type of audio and even video podcasting can do. So I am changing up the studio. We've moved. Everything's been out of whack, out of order. I'm used to pushing buttons in a certain order. Streams have been cutting off, but that's all part of the growing process, right? So I'm not going to be too long because this is going to be just a quick, informal um, video to get you the knowledge on how to set up your YouTube podcast. And just kind of waiting for a couple of people to jump in so we'll be able to see that. Do not forget that you do have the ability to jump in and ask any questions in the comments because this is live. I love doing lives opposed to the pre-recorded. So please do that. And anyone on my YouTube currently, subscribe, bell button, and we will get this started, right? So what is YouTube podcast? It's a podcast. What is it for, right? Podcast creators get, that went really fast. Look at that one again. So what this is, YouTube podcast. If you've been recording videos and you have not put your podcast on YouTube, you need to. It's they've rolled this out a while ago, and it's been the biggest thing. For those who do not know, YouTube is the biggest podcast player beyond Apple, beyond Spotify, beyond any of those, right? So without any further ado, let's jump into it. And again, ask any questions and start right away. I'm trying out a new thing here, so let's see how this plays out first. So let me go to this first one and see how that goes. So what you're going to do is you are going to go to your YouTube channel. Let me bring up my first one. Here we go. All right. So on your YouTube channel, here's how you're going to get to the spot, and then I'll show you how to place your videos as a podcast, whether it's audio and video. YouTube is brilliant. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up in your right hand corner. For most, it should be there for your face and your name. You are going to go to your channel. Once you get to your channel here, you're going to go up to the top here, and you are going to go down to where it says Creator Studio. When you get to Creator Studio, if you look over to the left where it says Dashboard, Content, Analytics, you're going to click on Content. Right? Once you click on Content, up top, you will see videos under channel content. You see videos, live, posts, playlist, and podcast, right? Type in the chat, yes, if you're ready to hear about how to get your videos and your audio as a podcast on YouTube. Let me see some comments down there. I'm excited. I want to see what you all have to say if you're going to be getting something from this, all right? So let's continue. Again, this is going to be very short and informal. I can go more into depth on how to, to push it out further, but I just wanted to kind of show you because most people don't know that. So let's look at the podcast category. So here's an example all of my videos that are podcasts, right? There's a 22 currently inside of my podcast portion from YouTube. Show you how that looks, and then I'll show you how to set it up. Right. So first, when you click in, oh, actually, let me go back. All right. So here, if we see these here, if you hover over it, you'll see these little dots here. And if you click on the watch on YouTube, now currently this is all of my podcasts that are on YouTube that are discoverable from everyone else who's searching. And when you set this up, you're going to start to get views even accidentally. Why? Because YouTube is going to be pushing this out so all of the people they feel can benefit from your podcast. All right. So let's take a look on how to set that up. If you're wondering, how do I set it up, Lion? That's great that you have it, but how do I set it up? So let's bring this back to the home screen here. Let's go dashboard and all right. So let's get you back to your main screen. Where's my, okay, here we go. Main screen. All right. So now you're at your beginning main screen and you want to know how you do this. You can turn almost any video into a podcast, but you don't want to do that. You want to strategically place it where it needs to be. So I am at my main screen here. And as before, we're going to look at our playlists. Okay, so for example, these are some of my playlists right here. So let's see, we got a comment from someone. I tried to give you a yes, but it automatically declined me because it says less than 10 characters. So, oh goodness, I get that. Thank you, Facebook user. And if you're not showing up, if you click the Ecamm live thing, it'll show me who you are. But I get that. That's a great inside joke. But Facebook is what Facebook is currently at the moment. All right, so now we are at our main page. So this is how we do this. Let's get straight into it. If we click again in our Creator Studio, it's going to come from our playlist. That's exactly where we're going to do it from. So we start there. We go to our content once again, and now we go to playlists. And you need to do it in that order. So for an example, let's say if I wanted my motivation videos and cards to be a playlist, I simply go to these three dots here. I click on those three dots and it automatically comes up that says set as podcast. It is that simple, ladies and gentlemen. There's no other tricks and other fancy thing. You got to wait. You got to go do anything else. It is simply click on the three dots. I can do the same thing for this playlist. So you need to set up a playlist of all your podcast videos that you want. And again, I state this, YouTube will send it out as a audio and video. So, and if you have not started video podcasting, I don't know what you're waiting for. Holler at me a little bit later. I'll show you guys how to do that. But now here's another quick look into this, right? So let's say again that I am at my list here. These are all my videos in my podcast. So I want to check one. So let's say if I click into this one here and I want to watch that. That shows up just as a regular video. So if you look to the side now, YouTube has all of regular videos here. But if I click podcast, they have other people's podcasts, right? Now, this is how yours is going to show up as well. But now let me show you how to get it where it's all of yours and not someone else's, right? So in order to do that, we need to, and I may have to switch my other one, but let's see. We go back to Creator Studio, and I need to go to YouTube Music because that's where they're going to place it at. They're going to place it on music for YouTube. So actually, let me jump to the screen share. So for those who are still with me, let's jump a little bit further so you guys can see this now. All right. So YouTube Music, if you go to music.youtube, it's going to come up. And I'm going to show you exactly how to check that. So let's go. All right. So on this video that you saw prior, if you go up to the search bar, you're going to see all of these letters behind watch, $V, anything that's behind the equal sign. You are simply going to copy it. No matter how much it is, you're going to copy it. Okay. Then you're going to go back to YouTube Music and replace it for anything that's past the equal sign in that video player. Once you place that link there, you paste it and we search. Let's go hit search. Now, your video and your podcast will come up under YouTube Music. So this is how everyone is searching for it. All of those will come there. And if I click at the bottom here when it's highlighted, now all of my podcasts are on YouTube Player. That's as simple as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if I click inside there, to the right of this, if you look to the right, all of my podcasts are suggested to that listener. They are on there currently. So that's as simple as it is. Watch the replay on this. Is if you need, there's nothing else. It's simply basically click, copy, and then paste to put your podcast onto YouTube Music. YouTube has close, I think it's 22 billion or 50 billion watches a day and people listening. So you need to get your podcast out there. Are there any other questions? Oh, there's a couple other things too that I didn't mention, but again, like I said, I just want to show you the simple thing. Uploading your artwork. It has to be a square, 3,000 by 3,000. And let me check my notes. Make sure your playlist. Yes, that's pretty the only main thing, because you'll get to a point, and it got me. I kept uploading my images, and it would not show me that it was done. So I had to get it on a square, and I'll show you kind of what I mean here for an example. So if I'm in my podcast, let's go. Oh, edit title and description. So we're here. No, not that one. I'll show you if I did a new one, but that's the simple thing. All right. Any other questions? Quick, dirty, to the point. Thank you all for coming in to learn. If you are not doing YouTube podcasting, let me bring this back up. If you are not currently on YouTube podcasting, I'm telling you right now, you are missing the boat. You need to get on it. I need to see you on it. Any questions, let me know. I'm looking forward to seeing where yours comes from, where yours is going to. It has jolted things for me. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for taking a moment and watching it. I'm telling you, it has changed things so much to broaden out, because every TV player, every phone has YouTube. Not everyone has Apple Podcasts on it, for an example, or Spotify, right? So if you send your link to someone, they have to download Spotify or something, and it takes so much longer, and people usually leave if they got to download or do other stuff, right? And now you can send people your YouTube link. You can send them directly to YouTube, and they can look at all of your videos, and they can, I didn't show you that. They can also, so let's say, let me go back here for a second. Yes, so right at the top, if you notice at the top, it has audio, video right now. So if I play this is what, and let me jump, there you go, just so you can see that it's
going through.
So
I need to learn how to give you space, or maybe even help you in those moments. So what can you say to someone who is going through the endometrius, but also to a partner of ways they can help or learn, because they may not know.
That's a quick little short and dirty thing. Thank you all for taking the time and listening. I sincerely appreciate it. That's going to end it for me, and you guys have a great day. If you're watching this on a replay, put #replay and still put your questions. I can still answer it, and then maybe if enough people are interested, I'll do a more advanced dive into it, how to set up your tags, how to set up the names for it. If you notice, all of mine are how to, what, how. There's a specific reason that YouTube wants it like that, and I can dive more into that. So, put a replay, and if enough people want it, I will definitely do another video on that. Thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of the day.